Jeri Porter in her third season now as head coach of the Patriots. You talk about establishing a program. You made quite a leap last year. You had 4 wins your first year, more than doubled it, got to double digits at 10 wins. Plus, you've got all 5 starters coming back this year.
Well, that's what it's all about. You know, when you step into a situation where you're rebuilding and you're trying to put together something that is of the caliber of the top half programs in the CAA, we just talk about improving. We talk about getting better with each and every year, and we feel like we did that last year. We made some strides. We're going in the direction that we want to go in. As we look at this group with a group of veterans back who've been through the CAA battles for the last couple of years, we're really looking forward to seeing what this year holds and expecting to be much more competitive.
Is it the kind of thing where you got to double digits last year, which was very significant, but do you put a number on it? You look at the schedule and say, I think we can get to 14 wins this year or something like that, or do you measure it differently?
I think that probably for the fan, it would be, that would be the logical thing to kind of look at and determine, who. But in our minds, we want to compete every night out. And so rather than kind of put ourselves in a box and limit ourselves to a certain number of wins, we just talk about competing every time we step on the floor, and then let the wins and losses take care of themselves when you get into that competitive process.
And you were discussing the competitive nature of your players, and talk about Amber Easter and the improvement that she's made over the offseason and what she's going to bring to the court this year.
Well, I tell you what, Amber has worked extremely hard. One of the things that most people didn't realize last year is that we were playing Amber a bit out of position. Amber's a natural guard, probably belongs in that small forward, that wing position, and we were playing her at more of a power forward position at the 4 spot, just for lack of. And so we've actually made plans to slide her out, play her a little bit more on the wing this year. But then we've also talked about, with her, about just toning up some of the natural abilities that she has. We want to see her be a little bit more consistent from the perimeter. We want to see her be a little bit more aggressive going to the rim and absorbing some contact and finishing. Just those things that naturally happen when you go from a freshman to a sophomore, and now you know what to expect in terms of the strength and the size of the competition in the league. I think she's going to be better for that, and because she's worked so hard on improving her game.
And Ashley Braxton, obviously coming back with Brittany Pondexter, talk about their leadership roles that they're going to provide this year.
Again, two seniors that we are just expecting big-time things from this year. And Ashley Braxton, a kid that we think has the ability to be amongst the best shooters in the league. But beyond just that, she brings so much savvy, probably our best passer, at times maybe even our best rebounding guard, just depending on, the focus that night. And so, Ashley came off of last year, off of a year of sitting out because she had transferred from another Division I school. And we felt like it took her a little bit of time to get into a rhythm. She had some injury issues that we've worked through, and she's back now at 100%. So we're really excited just about getting her back on the floor in the role that she's going to be in this year for us.
You took over a program that was not where it wanted to be, struggling, if you will. What's the recruiting process been like? Has it been a tough sell, or is it an easy sell?
I tell you what, George Mason University is an easy sell, and we have found that as we've gotten into recruiting, even with the program being a little bit less than stellar at this point. We have really had an easy go of selling the university in terms of its academics. The facilities are second to none in our area. And so the young ladies that we have recruited, they've bought into our vision in terms of where we want to see the program go. But they also realize that in, making a commitment to a university like George Mason, they're going to get the best of both worlds in a program where they can step in and be competitive and be productive right away because we are rebuilding, but also into a situation where you're going to get the best of everything in the academic world and in terms of what the university can provide.
Well, you were talking about, John, the number of wins that they had, 10 this past season, but it was the style of play that I saw that was a big difference from your first year at the helm.
Well, style of play is dictated by personnel. You know that. And so as we continue to build and as we continue to get those athletes in who are capable of playing the way we want to play. Our system is pressure-oriented, it's transition-oriented, it's motion-oriented. And obviously, as we continue to recruit and are able to bring those type players years in,
Right.
We can do more and more of the things that we want to do. I think even moving forward from last year into this year, you'll see even more of that,
Right.
and it'll look even better just because we're continuing to grow and get a better caliber of athlete on the floor.
And you had Angele Latouche that
Right.
came in, and Jamaican national team, and did well in the summer with FIBA basketball. And
Absolutely. That's
she's a great
so
player for
exciting.
you.
Yeah,
Right.
she, we actually had her spend some time just communicating with the team with regard to her experiences with the national team this summer. Just, just a wealth of experience and opportunity that she got there
Right.
that she's now been able to carry over and share with her teammates at Mason. And I think that's going to make us better as a group as well.
That's right.
One final question for you, Jeri. You're picked 10th in the league. Will you take that prediction back to practice and say, let's see if we can't show them we're not the 10th best team in this league?
Absolutely. I think that we are at a point right now in this program where we've got to prove that we are actually ready to compete and to be that competitive team. And so I think it'll be a challenge. It'll be a motivating factor for our team just to step on the floor and prove that we are ready to be competitive and ready to be in the conversation amongst the best teams in this league.
That's right.
Good luck to you.
Good
Thank
luck,
you
Coach.
very much.